My name is Ron AD. It means Ron all day, you know what I'm saying? I've been DJing for a little over 30 years. I specialize in house music of all styles, techno of all styles. I'm an entertainer, I'm a showman, like, you know, when I get up on stage, I dance, I'm always the life of the party. I was born in a music family, so it was always around. My father is a known musician, he's Michael Jackson's first record producer. You can look up Mr. Gordon Keith, that's his name. Steel Town Records is the record label that he brought the Jacksons up. He was the first record producer of Michael Jackson and Jackson 5. He was a Christian minister, but in his late time, before he got Alzheimer's and stuff, he was really about uniting, people in mostly the Black communities to see past religions and try to work with each other, to make our communities work. He always wanted me to be the best in whatever I wanted to do. He didn't really want me to go into music so much, but it just happened, because it's naturally running in my veins. I've always been around music. People will tell me things like, do you know who your father is? Do you know what he's responsible for? I've always been in the studio. One of my best experiences, I was in the studio with men who ended up becoming Earth, Wind, and Fire, but I didn't know they were Earth, Wind, and Fire at the time. And I remember this one particular thing. They had like keyboards in the studio, and it was like the keyboard was on, it was connected to the speakers. So like I ran up and I like hit one of the keys. I had to been like 3 or 4 years old, and it made this row sound like ran, and they were like laughing at me like, look at your son, he's gonna be a musician someday. "2016, my first and my biggest album to date. I was lucky. I was really lucky and blessed. So that album, I called it Threshold to Madness. It was like people around the world was going crazy about it. It was a breakthrough album because I wanted to revitalize Chicago sound. But what I didn't know was my father was losing his mind, literally. And I was trying to figure out what the hell was going on, He would just ask me the same questions over and over again. And then like he had a situation where his high blood pressure had went up and I had to take him to the hospital. So I knew something was wrong, but I had this big album coming out. So it was like, I had a decision to make. And I was just like, Dad, give me your keys, give me your cards. I'm gonna help you every step of the way. And so I remember calling people in the family, like, can y'all watch my dad? Like, I got a big break, I'm about to go on tour, like, and they're like, put him in a nursing home. I didn't want that to happen for my father. So I said, you know what? I wasn't ready for it, but I had medical training. So I said, I'm gonna take care of my father. And so I stopped everything for 3 years. Stopped my day job, stopped DJing, just take care of I had my dad's back. He's my first best friend, so of course I gotta do that. So I did that for 3 years till I couldn't do it anymore, and then I had to, let him go. Some values my father has taught me. Basically, he's told me being early, be prepared, paying attention to detail. All these rappers and stuff, they're misusing their fame. They're rapping. I get it. You rapping about what's going on in the streets, but how are you using your blessing to bless these kids? I just dropped the EP. It's called Dance Flow.
Dance flow, dance flow, dance flow, dance flow.
Oh, in the next couple of years, I'll see myself overseas, playing in Amsterdam, playing at Tomorrowland, playing at ADE Festival, seeing myself playing, of course, at Art Fest, music videos, MTV Awards. Like, the sky's the limit. If you're gonna do music, then why not go to the top?
Dance flow.